UMNO leaders must unite to win back Selangor. Over 10,000 bottles of liquid drugs seized in MUSANG. Good afternoon, I'm Amin Carlos and welcome to News on 2. Well, UMNO members should not be like crabs in a bucket that try to get free or go up by stepping on others. Well, Party Vice President Dr. Ahmad Zahid Hamidi, who is assuming the duties of Party Deputy President, said they should be like ants that always greet friends when they meet.
Ini masalah kita ni semangat macam ketam dalam bakul. Semua ketam dalam bakul. Ketam punya perangai bila duduk dalam satu bakul, dia pijak sama sendiri sebab dia nak keluar. Dia nak keluar daripada bakul, dia nak selamatkan diri dia, dia nak menonjolkan diri dia. Ketam dalam bakul, itu perangai dia. Akhirnya kerana terpijak sama sendiri, berlakulah stampede ataupun terpijak. Semua ketam dalam bakul itu mati. Tidak ada seekor pun yang boleh keluar daripada bakul itu untuk meneruskan kehidupan. Sekurang-kurangnya apa bila ketam dalam bakul itu boleh keluar, ketam itu akan telefon ambulan 999 minta tolong untuk ditumbangkan bakul tu supaya semua ketam boleh jalan keluar.
He said this when closing the Kelana Jaya UMNO Divisional Delegates Conference yesterday. Dr. Ahmad Zahid, who is also Deputy Prime Minister, said such a problem existed in UMNO, including in Selangor. As such, he said UMNO leaders in Selangor should unite to win back the state in the coming general election. He said a new approach using technology and the social media was required to win the support of voters in the urban areas, including Selangor. In a related development, UMNO Treasurer Dr. Muhammad Saleh Said Karuak noted that the Selangor Barisan Nasional is seen as capable as winning back the state in the 14th general election. The Communications and Multimedia Minister said this was based on his observation where the Selangor BN only need 9% of voters returning to the BN fold to win back the state.
Dan kita mampu berbuat demikian kerana parti mereka sekarang ini menunjukkan bahawa mereka tidak berupaya untuk membawa kemajuan di negeri Selangor ini, dan mereka tidak menyelesaikan banyak masalah-masalah pokok seperti masalah airnya, masalah kesesakannya, kebersihan, sampah, masalah kutipan parking dan sebagainya.
He said this after opening the Tanjung Karang UMNO Delegates Conference yesterday.
Well, echoing the same sentiment, UMNO Supreme Council member Dato' Sri Tajuddin Abdul Rahman said the DAP government in Pulau Pinang is now approaching the end of its second term and has done nothing except for uttering rhetoric, sweet promises and its racist propaganda. Well, he said all development and progress in Pulau Pinang today is the effort of the Barisan Nasional government during the rule of the state before DAP took office about 9 years ago.
Speaking after opening the Batu Kawan UMNO Division's Delegates Conference yesterday, the Deputy Agriculture and Agro-Based Industry Minister also pointed out that no one can deny the fact that development in the state was brought about by the BN, as the DAP until today has failed to fulfill many of its promises.
Penang is today is because of what BN government have done in the past few years during the BN government. DAP government now is already coming to the end of the second term. Apa yang dia buat? Melainkan retorik dia, janji-janji manis dia, and then the racial propaganda dia.
He added the UMNO-led BN government is a fair government to all races, being Malays, Chinese, Indians and the others. He said the Pulau Pinang State UMNO machinery must therefore work harder and be more proactive in the upcoming general election if it wants to see the party back in power.
8 People's Housing Program, PPR projects will be developed in Kelantan by the federal government, with 6 projects being built this year and 2 others next year. International Trade and Industry Minister Dato Sri Mustafa Mohamad said the federal government will provide a subsidy of 150,000 ringgit for the buyers.
Dato Sri Mustafa said owners will only need to pay 35,000 ringgit to purchase the unit, although the current market price is 300,000 ringgit.
Saya nak maklumkan bahawa ini merupakan salah satu daripada 2 projek terbesar kerajaan persekutuan di Kelantan ini dalam bidang perumahan. Jadi Kelantan tidak dilupakan. Sebenarnya peruntukan yang telah pun ataupun 6 projek sudah pun berjalan di Kelantan ini.
Dato Sri Mustafa said this to reporters during a field visit to review the execution status of the PPR project at Wakaf Mek Zainab, Kota Baru.
A special hotline was launched yesterday for the public to provide information on human trafficking, and Chairman of the Anti-Trafficking in Persons and Anti-Smuggling of Migrants Council, or MAPO, Dato Sri Alwi Ibrahim, said the special hotline, which could be reached at 038 000 8000 from 7:30 a.m. to 9 p.m. every day, was launched under the One Malaysia One Call Centre, 1MOCC. The public could also contact the hotline after the operation hours to record their complaints, and the recording could be received by the duty officer the following day. And Dr. Sri Alwi, in a media conference held after the launch of the hotline in conjunction with the World Anti-Human Trafficking Day, said all information and complaints would be channeled to the relevant agencies for further action. He added that the government would also collaborate with an organization called Project Liberate to organize a program known as Advocate Hack, which would target on youth participation to develop a prototype application to curb human trafficking. Also present were One MOCC Director Yusliza Muhammad Yusuf and Liberate President and Founder New Susher. A total of 10,656 bottles of liquid drugs worth 85,000 ringgit was seized following the arrest of a man in MUSANG on Friday. The 32-year-old suspect was arrested during a roadblock at kilometer 7, Jalan MUSANG, Kuala Krai, while driving a lorry at around 2 a.m.
MUSANG District Police Chief Superintendent Rajab Ahad Ismail, in a press conference, said police found 1,000 litres of liquid drugs in 72 boxes.
Kita dapat tangkap dan kita dapat buat rampasan sebanyak 10,656 botol yang disyaki mengandungi cecair yang mengandungi dadah. Jadi ini adalah rampasan yang terbesar untuk tahun ini. Dan kita akan teruskan siasatan untuk menangkap banyak lagi lah pengedar-pengedar yang terlibat di dalam kes ini. Jadi ini adalah merupakan kejayaan yang besar yang dilaksanakan oleh anggota-anggota dan pegawai.
The suspect from Selangor, who worked as a lorry driver, had attempted to transport the goods from Kuala Lumpur to Kota Baru. The case is being investigated under Section 39B of the Dangerous Drugs Act 1952. Throughout January, the end of July this year, a total of 670 arrests have been made compared to the same period last year, of which 556 arrests involving various drug offences were made.
391 summonses were issued for various traffic offences, while one man was arrested in an operation codenamed Op Tutup by the Kuala Lumpur Traffic Investigations and Investigation Department, or JSPT, at Jalan Raja Laut heading towards Jalan Sultan Ismail yesterday. Now, Traffic Police Chief Assistant Commissioner Muhammad Nazri Hussain said during the 2-hour operation, which began at 9:30 p.m., a total of 66 summonses were issued for expired road tax, while 58 others for not possessing driver's license. He added that this made it the most, or 2 offences mostly committed by motorists during the operation, which focused mainly on motorcyclists. Muhammad Nazri said a local man believed to be involved in a motorcycle theft case reported in Sentul was also arrested during the operation, which ended at 11:45 p.m. Well, coming up, world's first bio-based plant to begin operation in Johor. Stay with us. Well, firstly, the recent legalization of e-hailing services such as Uber and GrabCar is an important milestone for the Malaysian public. And Transport Minister Datuk Sri Liao Tiong Lai said it shows that Malaysian public transportation is moving into the digital era by providing digital services.
More importantly is that show that Malaysia transportation moving into the digital era. We are moving into a digital era now, providing digital services. So we are confident that it will be a more efficient service. And I would say that this is an important milestone for Malaysia public transportation.
He said this after attending the Young Malaysians Movement YMM 45th Annual General Assembly held in the nation's capital. Datuk Sri Liao said the legalization would also help the country to achieve its 40% public transportation model share target by 2030. Minister in the Prime Minister's Department, Datuk Sri Nancy Shukri, was reported as saying that Malaysia created history as the first country to legally recognize using e-hailing services such as Uber and GrabCar as a public transport service when the bill on it was passed in the Parliament last Thursday.
BioXL Malaysia, the first biotechnology park and ecosystem located in Johor, has so far received 3.08 billion ringgit in investments. And of the amount, 2.02 billion ringgit were realized investments, and BioXL would continue to attract more significant investments in the bio-based industry in the state.
Minister of Science, Technology and Innovation, MOSTI, Datuk Sri Wilfred Madias Tangau, said the innovative growth of bioeconomy in Malaysia would support the growth of bio-based small and medium enterprises to become regional players.
And I think the few investments that are coming here, like Design and Mori Pacific, I think there will be more jobs coming in from there. We are also looking at the what we call the other investment any destination that we have. For instance, in Sabah, POIC, there is also one destination, investment destination for the bioeconomy.
Datuk Sri Wilfred Madias was met after a site visit to BioXL Malaysia at Iskandar Puteri, Johor. He added more than 84,000 jobs have been created in the bioeconomy sector alone nationwide. Up till July this year, 11 companies have committed themselves in using the facilities at BioXL, among them Biocon, Verdizane, Amor Pacific, Pelangi Alternative, UEM, Igenta and Post Laju.
Verdesign Incorporated, a synthetic biology company producing bio-based chemicals, has commenced the groundbreaking of its Verdipalm plant, the world's first bio-based plant for dodecanidioic acid, or DDDA, production. The DDDA is a key component of ferroshield, which can be used in numerous corrosion inhibitor applications, including metal working fluids, engine coolants, metal cleaners, die-cast release agents, and eco-hydraulic fluids. Now, the plant, Verdezine's first commercial-scale renewable chemical manufacturing facility, was located at the BioXL Premier Biotechnology and Ecosystem Park in Nusa Jaya, Iskandar. Now, Johor Menteri Besar Datuk Sri Muhammad Khalid Nordin said the Verdipalm plant was part of Verdezine's comprehensive strategy of expansion into Asia, in particular Malaysia. It represented a major step towards its goal of replacing petroleum-derived chemicals with renewable drop-in replacements. Now, crude palm oil and palm byproducts, as well as other plant-based raw materials, would be used to produce approximately 6,000 metric tons of industrial-grade DDDA each year. Datuk Sri Muhammad Khalid was met at the groundbreaking ceremony of the Verdipalm plant project located at BioXL Malaysia, Iskandar Puteri. Well, firstly, Malaysian gold medalists at the upcoming SEA Games will have a sapling planted and named after them at the National Sports Complex in Bukit Jalil. Well, Youth and Sports Minister Khairi Jamaluddin Abu Bakar said all medal winners at the Games will also receive saplings, which will be planted at wildlife crossings in Malaysia.
Khairi said the move was in line with the country's aim to make the event scheduled from August 19 to 30th the first green and eco-friendly SEA Games in history.
So kita nak pastikan bahawa acara sukan sekarang ini adalah sahabat karib kepada konsep kebersihan melalui Green Volunteers kita. Selain daripada itu, sukacita saya umumkan bahawa setiap pemenang pingat akan diberikan benih pokok untuk ditanam di hutan kita.
He said this after inspecting the training for volunteers in University Malaya yesterday. There will also be 1,000 volunteers dubbed Green Volunteers to ensure the event is eco-friendly.